Good evening, welcome back. Here we are, Tier 3, Sunday night, back as where we were. So we have some new drivers in here this season, and we've got some of the old ones. We've got a good season to look forward to. So first race of the season, no scores on the board at the moment. So it will be interesting to see where everything plays out here in Hungary this evening. We've got 35 laps of Hungary and the weather looks dry and sunny. So morning, afternoon and evening, T-Bag, good to have you here. Mr. Pint Size, good to have you here as well, bud. Thanks for tuning in. T-Bag, I've noticed you're up for reserves as well for this season. That's good to have you back on track, bud. And Mr. Osso Bosso, evening to you, Bosso. So, the session will start shortly, so we will get underway. Hopefully, it's a dry Q1, Q2 through Q3. Let's see what the race will be like as well. If anyone's got the weather forecast, it would be handy to have. And we'll get this show on the road. So, as I say, it's good to be back. I have missed this for the past couple of weeks. Not gonna lie, Sunday evenings just weren't quite the same. So here we are, back. So we've got Nat put a set of mediums on there. Tyre deg on Friday wasn't too bad, to be honest. I think it could have been quite easily a one-stop. However, I did do a two-stop because I took my end plate off. Losing a wing here is quite, not good. It's high downforce required. We've got wee man Berkey out on track. So out in the Haas, which I was in last season and thoroughly enjoyed it. Not sure how the drivers feel about the Haas this year, but I put up with it and I must admit it was a good car. We've got Nat out as well, he's on the mediums. Keeping the engine temperatures below 138, that's quite high that. So obviously if you're in a DRS train, keeping it below that T-Bag is probably a good idea. Never really noticed that, to be honest. So Berkey will be the first one across the line to do a timed lap. So we will stay on board with him. I think we've got Anarchy behind him, is it, in the RB. And then we've got Kane coming through as well. And Nat in the middle of them. Here we go then, so he's across the line, he's rinsing his DRS down that straight into turn 1. And he has got a kick behind him of Luckman by the looks of it. Who is doing tier 3 on the wheel, so again, all new to him. little tip from T-Bag there. Cheers, bud. Do kind of like this track from a racing point of view. I'm not sure how it's going to play out from a comms point of view. I know Clay didn't really enjoy it on Friday. It's not the best of tracks to commentate on, but we'll do our best. I'm sure T-Bag will keep me company. Sector 2 split there from Berkey 56.6. Not sure why he moved that away off Luckman there, because Luckman isn't on a lap. Is he going to pit or is he going to go in? Nope, he's staying out. So he's going to get time on the board, but it won't be a great time. There you go, 23 flat for him. Let's go back to Nat there, 17.2 on the mediums. And we've got Anarchy coming over now, puts himself P2 with an 18.3. Jump on with Kane, because Kane is coming round Final corner. Keeps it within track limit, 17.3. Now, Kane was actually really quick. Yes, please, Housey. Kane was really quick on Friday. He was reserving in Tier 2. He was through into Q3 with a pretty good time. I think he was in the 16s on Friday. So we've got coming around the final corner there. We've got Clay. Done a bit of a slow lap there, so fuel burning lap maybe. We'll stay on board with him there. Dry, that's good. All dry. Well, Clay will be happy because Clay has dropped traction, so he's running no traction at all. So a wet base for him could have been quite interesting. So all dry is good from a Williams point of view. As Weeman Berkey goes top there with a 17.1. Clay, he's going round again slowly, so he's recharging. Who else have we got on? Anderson, he's on a lap. As the McLaren pulls out the way of Chill Dave. So 56.6 was sort of benchmark for Sector 2, so we'll keep an eye on Anderson and see where he's going to slot in. We've also got Lookman. Let's put a time in a 1:18.1. Is he coming back in, or is he still... No, he's run out of fuel. Anderson coming across there, so 54.9, so Anderson's quick. This will be a quick time from him, probably into the 16s, I would say. If they can hold it together around the last couple of bends. Long right-hander. We did see someone in the pit wall on Friday as well. Oh, 17.2, so he's lost a little bit of time there. Also, Bosso, there you are. Where is he? He's just coming through Sector 1. So Nat going with a 16.8 on the mediums again. So he's been out for 3 laps on those and done a 16.8. Good time there from him. So also Bosso 27.5 for Sector 1. Ooh, gets a little bit of squiggly out of that corner. Got a yellow flag, that's the someone moving out of the way. Wookie is also on a lap, 27. Also Bosso 55.9 in the middle sector. Got some P6 with an 18.2. Got a Haas coming over the thing. No, we haven't. We've got a McLaren coming over, which is Chill Dave. Hello Dino, all good bud. Thanks for tuning in to us. Chill Dave crossing the line, put himself P8. We've got a... Who's this one? Tell you what, new season, the drivers have all gone to different cars. It's hard to keep track. I got Ferrari there coming round, which will be Wookie. Wookie goes in P2 with a 16.9. So a couple of hundreds behind the back and that there. It'll take me a few weeks to get used to see which drivers are in which cars. There you go, Wabstappen just on his outlap. Riker is on a flyer. So we've still only got half the grid. Haven't set a time yet. We've got a Haas coming over the line, and not Anderson, Weeman Berkey. So Riker's coming through sector 3 now. So we've now got Wab on a lap. Well, let's say Wab Stappen on a lap. Where's Wee Rabby? He's not joined yet. So Riker coming around the final corner. Plenty of DRS left to the line. Riker goes P3, 16.997. Just 600ths behind Wookie. Another Ferrari coming around the corner, which is into the pits. Goes Wookie. James Brown is on a lap. Chip is on a lap. Wab Stappen is on a lap. So Wab Stappen coming round. Let's see where he puts himself. I expect to see him quite high up the table, to be honest. $17.9, it's only P7 for him. So we've got Clay. Oh, Clay's come off. Obviously he's struggling a little bit there with the traction. We've got Chip just coming round now. He's on a lap, so he'll be setting a time. And Chip goes up there in P7, pushing Wab down to P8. We've got a Kick Sauber, which he'll be gainful on an outlap. Clay trying to get a better time in. Gainful just started his lap. As Gainful has invalidated. So we've got Woopen on a lap. Woopen not set a time. Gould is on a lap. How is he still in the pits? How's he? What are you waiting for, bud? Yeah, it's not great, is it? It's no traction is grim. So we've Gould just coming round. Let's see where Gould is again. Expect Gould to be near the top of the grid, up by Wookie Riker. It's a 16.7 and he's on the front row. Yes, Gould. I am a Williams fan because he is my tier 3 teammate. Gainful going again because he's invalidated. Kane is out on track. So Kane's looking to improve. He's 10th up maybe. So yeah, he's P7, stay P7. Who else have we got? So just keep an eye on Gainful. He doesn't need to invalidate. He needs to get through. .9 for middle sector, so he's P10 for Gainful maybe. Wee Rabby has now joined, he's in the pits, he's got 4 minutes to set a time. Housy's now come out the pits. And we've seen someone jump there, that was a kick. Gainful there at P8. P8 for Gainful. Housy's got an outlap. Clay's out on track again. On an outlap. Anarchy Reaper is on a lap. So he's looking to improve his 118.3 and he's 2/10 up in the first 2 sectors. 18.1, it's going to push him above Luckman maybe. So McLaren going across the line of Housey, so he's going to start his lap, so we'll jump on with him now as Anarchy goes up to P11. So jump on with Housey, yet to set a time, it's all important lap for him. So Nat has retired and done that on the mediums. Here he comes around the final corner. It's going to be a 17.7. It's going to be a 17.5. Not bad there from Housey. So currently we're losing Weeraby, Chill Dave, Clay and Osso. That could all change because Weeraby's on an outlap, going to set time. Clay is on track. Weeraby's coming round to start his lap, so keep an eye on him. Wow, he's just starting a lap, so he wants to get out and do better. Did feel there wasn't an awful lot of track evolution here on Friday. We'll soon see if the times change. Just 4 drivers, top 4 in the 16s at the moment. See if Housey's improving. I don't think he will. I think he's coming in because he's got no, he's coming in 3 seconds down on his time. Anderson's invalidated. Where's Weeraby? Weeraby's important lap for him. Does need to make it good. 1 minute 23 left on the clock at Q1. So Luckman is on the cusp. So he's out on track. He's looking to improve. I missed his sector times, but we'll see as he comes around the final bend. I don't think he's going to improve. 18.1. Oh, he did 2/10, so he's put up a place. P14. Wooben is now in the critical position. Also, Bosso's out at the moment. He is on an outlap. Clay's in the pits. Chill Dave's in the pits, so they're done. They're not going back out again. Anarchy 14th with a 17.7. He's still in the pits. Wooben's crossed the line to start his flying lap. Also, Bosso's just stopped the line to start his flying lap. So those two are in danger. Luckman is back on the cusp with a 17.8. So Wooben and Osso improve. Luckman is done for. He's down on his time sector 1, so he's not improving there. Weeraby is on track. He's 13th at the moment. Time has run out, so let's go with Wooben, because he will be there before Osso. So we've got kick of Luckman coming round. Then we've got Wab going to cross the line maybe. And then a Haas of Anderson. I think he will be safe. Oh, and we've lost Wooben. Wooben's crashed and lost his wing, so he's out. He won't be improving. Also, Bosso. He's coming around the corner, so we've had a couple of changes there. The Haas has just moved up of hands, I think that was. Well, this is all to go for Osso Bosso. And he doesn't improve, he stays 17th. We've got the Ferrari there of Wuben, who's got no front wing, but he crosses the line anyway. Weewabi's pitted. Luckman gets through by the skin of his teeth. Just 1.5 tenths to Wuben. And that is it. That is your Q1 over and done. I'm waiting for Kane to go in the pits. Kane just in the 17.1, says Friday he was down to the 16, so maybe see more coming from him as well. Here we are. There is the provisional. There's the results of Q1. So Gould taking the fastest lap there, just by just under 2 tenths from Nat. So we are losing Chill, Dave, Clay, Osso, and Wuben. So we will go into Q2, and Mr. Reaper 14th isn't too bad at all. Good drive there from him. So let's see, everyone should be on softs this time. Unfortunate that, Clay. Very, very difficult to drive without traction. And we've got out the pits Housey. Weeman Berkey is on track as well. Mr. Reaper's brother, Mr. Dino. That's who you are. Excellent. Support for our drivers is what we love. I'm sure he appreciates the support as well. So we have 13 minutes to decide the next 5 on the grid. So from P11 to P15. Got so most of the grid are out on an out lap. Just 5 drivers in the pits. Game for Wab, Wookie, Riker and Gould still staying in the pits. Maybe waiting for a bit of track evolution. Maybe just going to do one run as Kane goes wide there. Luckily it is out lap, so Weeman Berkey just starting his lap. We'll stay on board with him. Keeps it nice and tight inside the lines. Probably the worst turn on the track for invalidations and penalties. man Berkey, first one across the line, set a time. What will the time be? 17.5. There you go, 16.8. That's a lap there from wee man Berkey. You got Anarchy coming across, 17.9 from him. We've got a Haas coming in the pits. We've got, who's this one coming over the line? There we go, Nat. He's coming to the line and he goes 16.2. So we're already down into the low 16s already. We've got Luckman over the line with an 18.8. And a McLaren there, Howsey with a 17.8. So we've got Chip has invalidated. We've got Mercedes coming round as well, Wee Rabby. So Wee Rabby coming to the line. 20% EOS left. There we go. Wee Rabby 18 flat for him. And then we've got an Aston of Kane 17.2. So the other Aston is James Brown and he's coming round the corner. And this will be the last one for setting the time. As Wab is the next one, he's on an outlap and James Brown coming in the pits. So he must have had an incident there. Chip is now on a lap. Chip comes round the final corner, and that is a 18.3 for him. Mercedes into the garage. Wab Stappen, he's on a lap. So he's the only one. Oh, Gould is out as well. Where's Gould? Gould has just crossed the line to start his lap. Jump back on with Wab Stappen. He comes through sector 2, joins sector 3. We've got Wookie and James Brown on an outlap. Riker's still in the pits with no time. Gainful's still in the pits with no time. Anderson's still in the pits with no time. So they must be just doing one run. This is slow from Wab Stappen unless he's going again. 18.3. We've got Gould. Let's jump on with Gould. Gould comes around the final corner. Where's he going to put himself? And P2 just a tenth and a half behind Nat. James Brown is coming through sector 1 now. Wookie is just behind him, and Riker is on an outlap just in front of him. James Brown just passing his teammate. God. Kane's on another lap. And you've got Anarchy Reaper on another lap, so he's currently P6. So obviously feels a little bit of uncertainty there. James Brown coming around the final corner. Heads to the line. And that is P4 from him, just in front of his teammate with a 16.9. So go back on with Wookie as Wookie comes out the final corner. Heading to the line now for him. Wookie's going to go P5 with a 16.9. So we've got a few more drivers. Few more drivers hitting the 16s in Q2. Let's have a look at Gainful. As Clay can't wait for the first 2 laps. If you make lap 2, bud, you might not make lap 2. Are you including the formation lap in that as well? So Gainful coming round through sector 2. Oh, sorry, bud. I shouldn't be cruel, but you are my teammate, so I can give you some abuse. There we go. So Gainful managed to keep it between the lines this time. He's just come through sector 2, final sector there for him, and get time on the board. Luckman is in the drop zone at this point, so he's still in the pits. 5 minutes to go. As Gainful comes on the final corner, and he puts himself P7. Good time there from Gainful. Good lap for him. We got Riker in the RB. He's on a lap and coming around the final corner as well. Where's he going to put himself? Puts himself P4, just in front of James Brown. So current drop zone, Wee-Rabby, Wabstappen, Chip, Luckman and Anderson. All 5 of which are still in the pits. And hopefully doing one more run. Anarchy is on a lap as well. He's currently P10, so he's in danger. And he's going to cross the line. Has he improved? He has, P8, so 17.3 there from him. Got a McLaren of Housey. He's on an outlap, so he's coming round to start one. Riker's gone up to P4, so yeah, bottom 5, leaving it as late as possible to come out. Hopefully when there's less traffic on the track. So how's he start on his lap? Luckman's decided to come out. He's going to try and improve his time. Currently 14th there. Anderson's still in the pitch. So Housey's up by 2.5 tenths in sector 1. They're still in the pits. 3 minutes 57 to go. Oh, now we've got Chip out as well on the track, so on an outlap. Let's see where Housey is currently in the drop zone. Sector 2, he's 8 tenths up. That's a good time there from Housey. That's a 17 flat, which will move him up to P7. And now we've got Wee-Rabby and Wabstappen out on track as well, and Anderson is out on track as well. So bottom 5 at the moment are on track. Luckman's just started his lap. Housey goes up to P5 with a 16.9. It's a good lap there from him. Gainful's on his in lap. Kane is on a lap. I missed his sector times, but Kane is 17.2 at the moment. Coming around the final corner. Kane goes to the line, straight and goes up to P3, 16.8, which is where he was on Friday. As Gainful's gone again and gone to 16.8. Ferrari across the line. Was that Wookie? It was. He's in P9. Then we've got... Who's that one crossing the line? That was Chip starting his lap. No, I'll change the camera in a bit, but it's... I'm not sure why it's like that. It never used to be. I haven't changed any settings. But last week it had a fart. Yeah, they had a fart and something happened. I don't know. But I'll have a look at the camera in a sec once we've finished quali. So Luckman has invalidated. So can he go again? Has he got anything left? Has he got fuel to go again? Anderson must have invalidated. Or was he just on his outlap? Lost track of time. I'll have a look when when Q2 is finished and see, but I haven't changed anything. But Dan said the same last week. I'm not sure why it's gone dark. PlayStation's had a fart and done something, I have no idea. So Luckman is going again. So he's coming through sector 1 and he's 2.5 tenths up there. Goes cloudy in Q3 but no rain. We've got... Who was that just popped across the line there? That was Chip going up to P3. We've got Wab coming across the line now, currently in 13th. 6 tenths up. It goes to 11th. Wasn't quite enough. Luckman coming across the line. No, he's not. His teammate is Gainful Odds. And he stays where he was. Mercedes coming across the line. Rabbi stays where he was. And we've just had a Haskell up there. Anderson's up there, the 16.2. Luckman is the next one to cross the line. Luckman going to get himself out. No. 17.6 there from Luckman. So anyone else going to improve? Rabbi's not improving. Nat has gone quicker with a 16.204. Who's not going to cross the line? That's Riker on his outlap, so he's starting a lap. Wookie coming in the pits. He's done what he can. Wab, he's coming in. Rabbi. Don't think he's improving either. His fuel light's on. Anarchy's in the pits. And no, in the pits. Rabbi isn't going to improve that much. Luckman's not going to improve either, so I think Gainful's dropped down to 5th. Luckman's 12 seconds down, not unusual. And they're in the pits. Riker's improving. Doesn't need to, he's safe, but he's improving. We'll stay on board with him as he comes round. Yeah, he's going to cross the finish line. Currently 8th. And jumps to 4th. 16.6. And that was Q2. Yep, Anarchy P14 indeed. So there we go. Nat is up there. Just 700s ahead of Anderson. Gould in P3. Riker in P4. So there we go. Confirmation of Wookie, Wab, Rabbi, Anarchy Reaper, and King Luckman are out of Q2, so won't take part. Let's just have a look at these settings. Oh, here we go. Home settings. Nope. Nope, unless it's in game settings. Graphic settings. No, gamma's right down. Set the gamma up a little bit and see if that helps. Is that any better, Rick? Yeah, my gamma's just gone to 80. It was on 70. So see if that helps a little bit. Never changed it, to be honest. But if that helps, even better. There we go. So we are in Q3. Much better. There we go. At least you can see what's happening now, Rick. So we have Weeman Berkey. Claymore is out in the field cutting the grass. Yeah, we're still in quali, but so Weeman Berkey, first one again to set a lap, and then followed by Chip this time. Oh, as Weeman Berkey invalidates. Let's jump on board with Chip. Those curbs on that are lethal. You can't take any of them curbs. It bounces you into next week. There you go, so Chip sets a 117.6, so that'll be on a used set of tyres. And then we've got Nat coming across with a 16 flat. And then we've got Gould, who was on an out lap crossing the line, so he's starting his lap. I've got an Aston Martin there of James Brown on an out lap as well. Where's Weeman Berkey, just on sector 127.2. Gainful's on that lap, and we've got Riker on another lap. 27.3 for Gould in the first sector. Where's Berkey coming through sector 2? 54.5 for him. We've got a kick salve, that's Gainful starting there. So Weeman Berkey will be the next one to set time. And then we've got 2 Red Bulls in Q3. We've got 2 Astons in Q3. There we go. So Weeman Berkey just behind his teammate with a 16.8. Is Chip the one? It is. Chip's coming in the pits. And Gould. Go on, Gould. That's a 16.9. Such good time there from him. And then we've got Riker, is it? On an out lap coming across the line. James Brown has invalidated, so he won't be setting a time this go. So jump on with Riker. So Riker yet to set a time on the board. Oh, it's 27.2 for his first sector. Gainful coming round the corner for the line. And goes P3, splits the hazards with a 16.5. That'll be Berkey coming into the pits, will it? No, it won't. It'll be Berkey setting another time. He was charging up and going again. Riker has invalidated. James Brown is on a lap. House, he's just started a lap. As James Brown goes across the tarmac. So he's lost a little bit of time there. How's he coming through sector 1? 27.4, so a little bit slow there from him. Mike is in the pits. Berkey's not improving through sector 1. He's gone again, 3 laps on those tyres now. Gainful's not improving there. Let's go on with Howes. The others have jumped back into the pits. Howes, he's gone 54.5, sector 2. How's he crossing the line? Goes P5, 16.5. So Gainful going again, maybe. We've got Berkey behind him on 4 lap old softs. So Gainful's marginally improved in sector 1. Gainful's lost it. Oh, he was up and then he's down again. So we've got James Brown back out on a lap. Riker in the pits. Chip, he's out lap. Berkey's still on those 4 lap old softs. I can't see him doing anything quicker than a 16.5 on those laps. Gainful back in the pits. How's he's on his in lap into the pits. James Brown's invalidated again. He's got to go again. He's saving himself. Saved his CDR. He's going to have another look. So Nat, he's on a lap, is he? He is. So Nat's looking to improve. He's 16 flat, half a second in front of Berkey. But he's looking to improve that and maybe get into the 15s. We'll keep an eye on that as he goes through sector 1. He's a 10th and a half up already in sector 1. There is space in tier 2 for him, should he wish to jump up now. That's rapid there from him. Kane, he's in the wall. So Kane was pushing to get a better position and he's ended up in the wall. So that's him done. Chip Hazard. He's coming through the chicane. His teammate Nat is coming round. Let's jump on and see where he is. He comes round the final corner. 16 flat goes to a 15.6. It's a second ahead. Where is Chip? There he is. Chip comes round the final corner. Where's he going to put himself? Puts himself on the front row with his teammates. 16.4. And then we've got an Aston of James Brown. He's coming across the line. Wow! When it matters, he puts it on the second row. So after a couple of invalidations, he sticks it where it matters. Kane coming across into the pits. Anderson, he's invalidated. He's not going anywhere. So we've got the two Hasses now on their out laps. Kane's back in the pits. He won't have time to come out now. Anderson's, yep, invalidated. How's going to be the next one? He's on a out lap. He's crossed the line, started his flying lap. Man Berkey, he's on a lap now, so we'll watch him and then we'll jump back over to Halsey. Gould on an out lap, Reich's on an out lap. So sector 1, 2 tenths up for Berkey there, as he almost invalidates on that corner. As he takes that, Chips back in the pit, 16.4 for him, he's done, 30 seconds left of the session. And James Brown is done as well, he's back in the pits, that's P3 provisionally for him. Weeman Berkey is lost time, he's less than a tenth up now in P4. Where is Howsey? As Howsey comes across, Howsey's nearly 3 tenths up from there. James Brown's retired from the session. Weeman Berkey, as he comes round the final corner, where's he going to go? Is he going to split the Red Bulls? He does, in fact, split the Red Bulls with a 16.3. Where's Howsey? Has Howsey improved enough to go on the second row? Howsey goes on the front row with a 16.3. And then we've got Gainful. Where's Gainful going to up to set the apple cart here? Gainful's on the second row as well, just behind Howsey. As we've got Chip coming over the line. And where's Riker? Riker's coming through. Gould is coming through. Gould next one across the line. So just Gould and Riker. Can they upset anything? Can they get in the mix? So Chip has gone from P2 down to P6. Gould has gone on the front row next to Nat with a 16 flat. Wow, that's close. And then we've got Riker coming round. And I didn't see where that was. It's gone. It's 9th for Riker. So everything was to play for there at the end, and it was good to be on track at the last minute. So Nat takes pole just by 4 tenths, though, not much from Gould, from Anderson, who's just in front of Howsey, Gainful, Berkey, Chip, James Brown, Riker and Kane. So Kane and that incident has knocked him 1.7 seconds off the pole position. I'm sure he would have improved more than where he is now had he been able to complete his lap. So that's it for quali. Let's move over to the race and see who's going to take advantage of being near the front. So sun is out, it's bright and shiny, the lads are getting their setup on. Here we go. So let's get on the tyres. And let's start at the bottom with right at the back. We've got Chill Dave starting on the hards, the only driver in the grid to start on hards. We've got Clay starting just in front of him in the Williams on the mediums. Also rolls up just in front of them with Wooburn as he weaves to warm up his tyres. Starting in P15, we've got our own CDR King Luckman, who's just taken to the wheel. So he's started again, shall we say. So he's down there in P15. Anarchy Reaper, who's there in P14. A wee Rabby just in front of his... No, it's not his teammate, I'm lying, it's not the one I'm looking at. Wab Stappen up in P12. Wookie there in P11. A bit unusual for Wookie. I would have expected to see Wookie a little bit higher than that. As with Kane, Kane's got a really good qualifying place. Ended up in P10. Not so good in the race, unfortunately. Mediums to hards, or medium hard is the strategy there. Riker in P9 in the RB. James Brown rolls up in P8 in the Aston Martin. Chip there in P7, just behind Weeman Berkey. Gainful up in P4, just behind Housey, who's in Gainful in P5, sorry, just behind Housey in P4. Medium hard is probably the strategy to go for. Anderson there on the second row, with Gould and Nat lining up at the front. So let's see what happens. We'll wait for the lights, wait for the grids to line up, and see where we go. It is. Let's see where we can. Don't want to end up there. Hopefully, it gives me a slightly better camera angle than where we are now. But there we go. Let's see what happens. So there we go. 2 lights, 3, 4, 5. And it's a long hold. There we go. And we're out. And we're away. And we see the Williams driver get a good launch on him there. Everyone's going down to turn 1. Some people have got low wings and making full advantage of it. As we go into turn 1, the Haas going up the inside, 3 wide. Really difficult to take, but all through. Let's see where we've got. We've got a couple of people going down the grid. We've got Sauber going wide there. We've got someone up the inside of the McLaren here. That's going to be close. As James Brown does, in fact, get past Housey. Everyone on the medium tyres. Clay's made up a couple of positions there. Nat has overtaken Gould at the front. So track position, let's see where we are. Position changes there. So Nat stayed exactly where he was. Anderson and Gould have swapped places. We've got a yellow, got Ferrari at the back. Wooben has had some sort of incident there. Clay is now behind Luckman in P14. Biggest loser is probably Wab Stappen, down 5 places, had some sort of incident there. How's he down 4 places? Clay has just gone past King Luckman. Lap 1 is done and dusted. We don't seem to have anyone in the pits. Oh, we do. Weerabi's in the pits. Is he having a new wing? We've got Luckman in the pits as well. Luckman, and yep, it's a new wing there for Weerabi. And Luckman, he's having just a tyre change and a new nose. Yeah, you do need a new wing here if you get any sort of damage. The downforce is so high that with a wing missing, you will struggle. So Nat just pulled out nearly a second now, so Anderson will struggle if he doesn't have DRS, be under pressure from Gould when the DRS does come round. Interval and tyres, there we go. So Chill Dave was started on the hards, and now we've got Weerabi and Luckman on the hards as well. Same happened to them as happened to me on Friday. Luckily for me, there was a safety car. So lap 2 is complete. As Nat sets the fastest lap again. We've got a little bit of a gap forming here from Clay. So Clay's up in 12th place. And he's 3 seconds off the back, 4 seconds off the back of Kane. Also, Bosso's all over the back of him. Wookie's up 2 places in P9. And it could be what's happened here. So, little battle up here. James Brown just behind Gainful. Is he going to be able to close enough to make a move? He's backed off a little bit now. Anderson's just out of DRS. Ferrari there, the Wookiee. I'm going to quick peek out, see what's available. No one really that close. Anderson is really getting close, but not quite close enough for the DRS. He's back down to 8/10 now. As Gould is making it. And he takes that time much closer, gets the DRS on him there. Gould sticking to the back of that Haas like as best as he can do. New man Berkey's not far behind. This is good for Team Haas at the moment. As Nat picks up a time penalty. Well, that will prove crucial in the race. As Gould loses out to wee man Berkey. First penalty of the race is there with the winner, or the leader of the race, sorry, not the winner. James Brown looking over the back of Chip, looking up the inside there. Chip just, oh, Luckman picks up a penalty as well. Yeah, James Brown struggling to get the power down. Oh, we've got a safety car. Oh, why have we got a safety car? Kane has pitted. We've still got 19 drivers. As Clay picks up a speed under the safety car. Woburns picked up a speed on the safety car. Everyone down the grid is pitting for the hard tyres. And that's a silly mistake because you're only 4 laps in. Hards won't do 30 laps. Luckman's got his end plates. So this will work for his advantage because he'll catch the grid up. Will he get past? Will he make up a couple of places? Oh, no. He won't get past that one. He got past the Ferrari of Woburn. Yeah, I'm not sure why that safety car came out. Also, box sprinters. Just in case this rain, yeah. We've got a few penalties on the board already. A couple of 3 seconds and a couple of drive-throughs. I'm not sure whether there was a car off track maybe, and they've picked up a drive-through for that for overtaking under the safety car, or whether the Delta has given. Oh, we got Nat in here. I've got Chip and James Brown in as well. So a few people choosing to pit now as well. Clay stayed out, Wab stayed out, Dave stayed out. Yeah, this is gonna split the grid massively. Those medium runners, even though they're probably halfway through. You paid Bert Mylander, I like it. Yeah, just do a couple of laps. Yeah, I saw the crash, but no one pitted for any wings that I saw, so I don't know. Not sure what that's about. So we'll go on with Clay. He'll take us through the safety car. We've still got 19 runners lap 6 of the Hungarian Grand Prix. And safety car is in this lap, so it wasn't out for long. So we'll jump on near the front with Gould for the restart and see what happens. See Anderson and Weeman Berkey in on the front now. Nat has dropped down to P14, having changed to those hard tyres, so he's sacrificed the lead for those hard tyres. So the medium runners are probably halfway through their life, so they'll probably have another 6 laps or so. And he's gone. And Gould has got away with it. Gainful's catching him. Weeman Berkey's all over the back of Anderson. And as we go into turn 1, no DRS on the first lap, of course. Chill Dave's going backwards. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's jump on with him quickly and see what he is. He's obviously had an incident somewhere and can't warm those tyres up. Let's have a look at Kane on the back of Wab, because Kane's on the hard tyres and Wab is on the medium 6-lap hole. Oh, as Wab goes really wide there, comes back on and we've got Chill Dave dropping to the back. I'm not sure he's had a spin there. He has indeed. And a lot of people going wide there. Those hard tyres do take a little bit to warm up. Gould just sitting there behind the Hasses. Clay's now pitted as well. Clay's had enough of those medium tyres. So we've got Nat up to P11. Wolfman just behind him. James Brown's losing out a little bit there. He's lost out to the Ferrari of Wookie. All on the hard tyres, so the mediums seem to be holding up for now. Wow, that's got a little bit of a lead to Wee Rabby, but doesn't feel under pressure really. Chill Dave picking up a penalty. Weeman Berkey's only 3/10 off the back of his teammate. Anderson going to make a move on his teammate. It's like Berkey going to make a move on his teammate. He is. He's going for it. Berkey goes for the move down the outside. Anderson's not going to give up. He puts up a bit of a fight, but he's kept it clean. Both passes leading the race. I love it. Yep. That's what it does. It mixes up the grid. Gould is still sticking with them. Everyone's still within DRS, so it's got a bit of a DRS train going on here. And nothing much to report from the middle of the pack. Nat up to 10th. So he's lost out to Kane and Wee Rabby, but his tyres are 3 or 4 laps younger. Nicky there in P12. We've got Nat going round the outside of Anarchy there. Oh, he nearly took his front wheel off on the pit wall. That could have been nasty. Not looking to try and get past Kane. Wookie's now past Anarchy. Well, Anarchy will be under pressure now from James Brown as well. As the Mercedes in the background there going a bit wide. Also Bosso. Oh, Housy's lost out a little bit there. Those medium tyres look like they're starting to struggle a little bit there. And oh, Housy's got Nat up his inside. So those hards, yeah, are starting to come through now. And he's also got Kane up his inside as well. Yeah, mediums have gone. 9 laps old. He's struggling to turn that. Yeah, he's got Ferrari. Oh, Wookie round the outside. I'd be boxing now if I was Housey. Nope, he stays out again. Stays out again for more punishments. He's now got James Brown behind him. James Brown's probably going to take him on turn 1. We've got a little bit of extra speed there. Ooh, we've got a battle here going into. Wab's getting past Riker. A little bit of wheel banging there. As we go around again. Lap 11 of 35. Also, Bosso with the penalty. There we go. Good old Osso. Oh, much better drive there from where behind Wee Rabby. James Brown picking up a track limit penalty. Just see the drive that Nat gets out the corner onto Wee Rabby there. Kane's under pressure there from Wookie as a quick look out. Pulls back in again. Wab Stappen and Gameful going around the final couple of corners to get it. And Wab up into P4. As we've got Gould in the pit. So he's going to drop down. Ooh. Right, coming Gameful got a yellow flag. There's been a coming to get it. He's got there. It's Chip. It's not Chip. It was Anarchy. He's off track. So Weeman Berkey's pulled out a lead at the front on those mediums. 11 lap olds for him. So the front 5 still on the original mediums. And CD tyres stops. Yeah, so Gould pitting then has lost him out because everyone else pitted under the safety car. Wookie going around the outside of Wee Rabby. Side by side action. Wookie's got the inside corner now. And makes the move round, and it's job done for Wookie. Nat is now back up to P5, so when the others pit, he will take the lead because the gap to the lead is 7 seconds behind the leader. So he's well within of taking the lead again. It's just a case of picking off Gainful. Oh, he goes wide. That goes wide. Chill Dave picks up another penalty. As into the pits comes Gainful. And Anderson. So Nat is back up to P3. So Gainful, Riker and Anderson into the pits. So those that pitted early have got the advantage. But Chip is just behind Wee Rabby. Ooh. 4-lap younger tyres, both on the same compound. Chip got much better drive out the corner. Wee Rabby just doesn't seem to have to power down as Wee Man Berkey pits. So let's see where he comes out. There we go, there goes Chip. Going for the overtake, pulls out straight down the outside. Wee Man Becky down to 11th at the moment. He'll slot in just in front of Gould. Gould fastest lap of the race on those new compound hard tyres. So Wee Rabby staying there with Chip. So the two Hasses that were leading the race before are now down in 12th and 13th. Although Wee Man Berkey is all over the back of Gould. Those Hasses are quick. Gould has picked up a time penalty. As Berkey goes down the outside, there's plenty of room for Gould, but Gould is gone. And we've now got Wab Stappen into the pits. So we've got Housey still those mediums for lap 1. Still in 7th place, so he must be doing a 1-stop. 15 laps on these and then box at the end of this lap and do 20 on the hards. Kane picks up a 3 cycling time penalty, currently running in 5th. Gainful struggling to get past Riker there. And we've got a yellow flag down there. We've got Anarchy. And a bit of an incident. He's alright now. We've got McLaren there as well. Chill Dave. Not sure what happened to Chill Dave. He's had an incident. He's still got his end plates. Car's a bit dirty. Must have been off road somewhere. Housey's now in the pits. Housey's taking them 15 old lap mediums off. And move the hards to the end. So at the front we've got 11 lap old they're going to have to... Yeah, they're going to have to stop again. 17 laps to go. Now we've got Clay in the pits. He's putting on the hards. He is. On go the hards, and then to the end. Reaper got stiffed by his teammate, did he? I didn't notice that. I didn't know the inters. Missed that one. A minute and 10 behind. He's going to get lapped. He's probably already been lapped. So back up at the top. So we've got Nat, Wookie, Chip, Wee Rabby, Kane, Osso, Berkey, Luckman. Penalties wise, we've got... Wow, we've got a few. So we've got Nat, Kane, Osso, Gould, James Brown all on 3 seconds. And we've got Luckman and Chill Dave on 6 seconds. So, Chill Dave again having a few issues here. Oh, he's lost his wing. Chill Dave's lost his wing this time, so he's struggling to steer. Gainful in the pits. What's he in the pits for this time? He's only got 4 lap old hards. Is he having a wing? Nope, his wing's there. Going to mediums. Oh, he's having a wing. He is having a wing. Chill Dave a sign penalty. So House is going to the end. We've got a McLaren of Chill Dave staying out of the way. He's not careful, he's going to get disqualified here. Waiting for the cars to go past. It's a great place to wait out the way, but hopefully he doesn't get disqualified. He's just staying out of the way, and his teammates coming round. Yeah, it definitely looks that way, doesn't it? Needs to get across to the pit lane. There he goes. So Kane is in the pits as well. So he's boxed for hards. Out he comes. So that's Kane going to the end. Chill Dave having a new wing. He is. So he's now behind Aniki Reaper. Gaps at the front seem to have evened out a little bit. We've got Wab snapping behind Gould. Pretty close there, 4 tenths behind him. Into the pits comes Osso. So he's had enough of those 13 lap old hards and he's going to get rid of them. And we've got Chill Dave stopped on track again. Chill Dave's having a bad day in the office. Oh, side by side there for Anderson and Wee Rabby. Anderson comes out in front. Chill Dave staying out of the way. 15 laps to go. Do love the helicopter shot though. It's absolutely stunning. A little bit much curve there for Wee Rabby. Chill Dave picks up a 10-second penalty for exceeding the track limits. Yes, we've got the Alpine there looking well, Nice, into the pits comes Wab. Nope. Into the pits comes Wee Wabby and King Luckman. So those 18 lap hold hards for Luckman have come to the end of their life. So he is doing a 2-stop. Closest battle on track at the moment. I do like the Alpine. Shield Dave speeding in the pit lane. I'm guessing he's had enough. Oh, nope, softs for Dave. And no, he's gone. Yeah, fully expected it. He's had a bad day at the office. So into the pits now comes James Brown, Anderson and Wookie. Well, Dan, Haas were leading the race at one point and they threw it away. So it's your fault. There we go, out they come. P10, Weeman Berkey up in P7. Nat is currently 6 seconds in the lead. Always is. I like it. Wouldn't happen on your watch, Dan. So, Wab Stappen 6/10 behind Chip. Kane half a second behind Housey. Oh, 2/10 behind him. He's definitely gained there. Chip's tyre is 10 laps older, so there will be some sort of tyre differential there. Yeah, Wab's got much more grip on the corner than he has. I expect the pass to happen on the main straight. With DRS, Nat is into the pits. Here he goes. Weeman Berkey, there you go, Dan. Haas leading the race again for now. Gould is back in the pits as well, back onto the mediums. So 12 laps left. I can't be sure whose win this is, to be honest. Berkey might not pit again. Nat's on the mediums. Housey and Kane got a little battle going on. Yeah, Berkey and Wab can't pit now. No, they've... Tyre's going to be screaming at the end. Where Chip's in. Don't say the SC word. There goes the Haas down the inside of McLaren. No. Hansen thought better of it. And side by side, Anderson now goes round the outside of Housey. Round the outside. No. It's not going to work at the inside. He has now. Job done. Oh, Rabbi's coming back at him. Housey's coming back at him. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. He won't give up. Housey's got the better tyres. Yeah, it happens, but it happens. It's as long as he enjoys it, that's all it's about. And James Brown on the back of Luckman. And that puts in the fastest lap of the race on those medium tyres. So he's 7.2 behind Wab and 10 behind the leader. 10 laps to go. So he needs to lap at a second a lap quicker to win this race. Yeah, it's just the way the race goes. Some tracks suit people and some people... Oh, we've got Kane on the back of Anderson there. That was very close. That was less than a tenth there at one point. Yeah, some tracks suit some people and some tracks don't suit other people, and it's just... That's what makes the championship the way it is. Some tracks out there that I really can't do well at. No matter what I do, no matter how much I practice, it doesn't work. Down to the setup, I don't know, no idea. Just having a scan through there. Wee Rabbit and Housey are still pretty close. Chip Hazard is a bit close too, but not as close as Wee Rabbit. That is close there behind Housey. Housey will have DRS from the car in front of him. Yeah, but always room to join us. He just hasn't got enough there. Housey's just got enough to keep him away, so Housey's wings must be low. It doesn't matter what Wee Rabbit tries there, he just hasn't got enough. Looks down the inside, can't do it. Yeah, they'll be back next week. Absolutely. Now Luckman passing James Brown further down the grid. Yeah, Wee Rabbit just can't stay with him through the bends. How's he just got it, but on the straight he's just rinsing his AOS. So that's good. His penalties at the moment. Wookie will be on the podium if it stays the way it is, because he's only 2.3 behind. So Wookie will know that. And we'll keep that under his hat. Back on board with this. Help me stay away from Megel. There he goes. He's a little bit further off this time. Oh, he's all over the back of Kane. Is Kane going to suffer? He's not, but he might do on his second stint of DRS. Kane's tyres are a little bit younger, so he should have better traction. House, he just seems to have the better pace. Looking good over the back of Wee Rabbit. Wee Rabbit seems to be going backwards slightly. Medium tyres are going off possibly. 6 laps old. 8 laps left to go. King Luckman picks up another penalty. Lap 28. Nat's got 3 seconds. He does indeed. There you go. There it is. So Wookie will take the podium if it stays the way it is. Wookie's gaining on him. Okay, from... Oh, well, we've got... Clay's gone. Clay's DNF'd. Is that going to be a safety car? Ooh. No, it's gone. Is it a VSC? Whole track's yellow. Anarchy Reaper has pitted. Is he expecting a safety car? There is no safety car on track. We do have a full course yellow. Is that a VSC? There we go. That is new soft tyres there for Annika Reba. Nothing to lose. Might as well put them on. Might get the fastest lap of the race. It is a VSC. So it is a VSC. DRS is enabled. There we go. We're back racing. Track is green. Gainful has pitted and came out in P16. So the gap now, Wookiee's 1.3. Nat's tyres will start going off. 5 laps old now. So his tyres will start to degenerate. Degrade. 1.1 now to Wookiee. And that won't drop any further because Riker is 9 seconds behind. Anderson's very close to Riker, sorry. Degenerate. Degrade. Edited. Wiped out, erased. Never been there before. I didn't say that really. It's Wookiee. Kane with another 3 seconds. I think that's 9 seconds for him now. Wab's getting closer to Weeman Berkey. Just 6 tenths behind him now. Wab going to contend for the win. And where is House? He's still not past Kane. Still got him stuck behind him. Gould is there as well. Did you lose a wheel, did you, Clay? I'm assuming that's what happened. Wookiee has passed Nat, so Wookiee's now up into P3. So just 4.5 seconds off the back. Wab is 3.5 tenths. Annika repeat, fastest lap of the race. There we go. I knew he'd do it. Them soft tyres. Kane's dropping down. What's happened to Kane? Kane's dropped down to 11th. Yeah, I told you, there's always a positive to take from a race. And you should keep that fastest lap as well, because no one else is going to pit for softs now. Oh, we've got Weeman Berkey and Wab battling for the lead there. They swapped places and something happened. I'm not sure what it was. Something definitely happened there. It's 8 tenths back, so we'll jump back down here because Gould is on the back of Wee Robbie. Won't get him round here. There's probably a few drivers in the grid who have got 2 warnings and treading very carefully for these last 4 laps. As we go through chicane. Oh look, there's Clay's wheel in the tree. There we go. So he just needs to get as close as he can here. Gould 4 tenths back, close in, and then he'll be able to get him on the straight. His tyres are a little bit younger. He's all over the back of him here. He's getting a better drive out the corners. Wee Rabby and Howsey. He's too far ahead, so he won't get the RS. Got Smalling in sector 2, got a lost Gainful. There we go, down the outside. Job done. Slow the car down. And off he goes again. So Gould got the job done. And off into the distance goes Mr. Gould to chase down Howsey. James Brown picking up a penalty. We've got Gainful off track, have we? Yep, Gainful has had an incident. Rabby's running out of ERS. Gould, he's got 2.5 seconds of the guy in front. Osso Bosso has got James Brown all over the back of him, who has King Luckman all over the back of him. That kick doesn't half sound shit. As Luckman passes James Brown, I think he makes a little mistake there. James Brown just catching the back of Luckman's wheel there as he goes in a bit heavy. Back on with Luckman. Going around the outside, that's not gonna work. Kane not giving up there, fighting hard. Wookie just 2 seconds off the front of Weeman Berkey. Wab Stappen. He's on for the podium here as well. I'm not sure what happened to Wab. He's had an incident somewhere. Too busy watching what was going on with the shit kick. So wow, he does have his end plates, so it couldn't have been that bad. But Nat has got past him, but possibly. Let's go back down. There's a big gap of P down here. Luckman still battling with Kane. As James Brown goes a little bit wide there. Wookie's within a second now of Weeman Berkey. Lost action at the corner and got done by the pair of them. That makes sense. He'll be fuming with that. He'll be fuming with himself. Yeah, unlucky. Yeah, Wookie is going to challenge here for... He's on the last lap. 7/10 back. Wab is close as well. Is he close enough to make a move? There he goes. He does indeed make a move. And Wab goes for... That goes for the switchback, but he ain't going to get it. Wookie's here looking for the lead. 3/10 behind. His tyres are much younger, 7 laps younger. He's going to be able to stick to the road better. Wab's just taking the position back off Nat as well. Yeah, he will be guaranteed a podium indeed. Wab and Wookie both up 9 places. Wookie done 2 stops. There you go, and Wee-Man Berkey does in fact take the win. Wookie close behind him in 2nd place. Wab takes 3rd. Nat does in fact take 4th place. Oh no, 5th place. Anderson's popped him because of that 3-second time penalty. So that was that. That brings us to the end of Hungary for Tier 3, and in fact Tier 1 and 2. So back next week. Let's have a look where we are next week, because I can't remember. There we go, Azerbaijan, that's it. Back next week for Azerbaijan. So that was some good racing, yeah, it was indeed. I did enjoy that. So here is your winners. So there it is: Wee-Man Berkey, Wookie, Wab, Anderson, Nat. Just a couple of non-finishes. Which was Clay, who lost the wheel, and Chill Dave, who decided to quit after his bad day at the office. So there we are. I will invite the grid, not the grid, the podium, into the party and see if we can have a chat with them. So we want Berkey, Wookie, and Wab. Wab, Berkey, and Wookie. There we go, lads. If you can, join the chat, we'll have a chat. If not, and so we do have the winner of the race already, so you're keen to get in the podium chat. And we got everyone? No, we've got Wookie and Berkey. Come on, Wab, pull your finger out. We'll start with Wookie because he's here. We've all got things.
Wab can't join tonight.
Is he just? I just seen that in the chat. I think. Well, no, yeah, it's no worries, no stress. Yeah, so Wookie, great try from yourself, bud.
Yes, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, up 9 positions.
Yeah, it was a good race. I think I had a bit of practice on Friday, so I felt pretty comfortable going into it.
I did say on the stream that I didn't expect to see you down where you qualified, to be honest.
No, I had the same problem Tier 2 on Friday. Qualified P12, I think it was. I don't know. I'm just not very good with quali pace around here.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you don't qualify really well, but your race pace is good, so you do well. So it was a 2-stop from you.
Yeah, 2-stop. I knew it worked well. Did the same on Friday. Tyre wear around here is quite atrocious, so it was just a matter of strategy. I was hoping for another safety car, but
it didn't happen. Well, we had the yellow flag, didn't we?
Yeah, the VSC kind of brought it back, but that always messes with the Delta, so that was a bit temperamental.
Yeah.
But I managed to catch up with Wab. Unfortunately, Wab spun. But I reckon one more lap or I would have had Berkey, but unfortunately not.
Yeah,
so
yeah, more lap.
One more lap I would have had him, but hats off to Berkey. Yeah, hats off to him. He drove great. Good win.
He did, yeah. It was a good race all in all, to be fair.
Yeah, it was. Hungary for the track it is. It was actually quite a good race. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was. No, good to have you on the podium. We were teammates last year, so you know
That's it. That's
it
it.
was. Although I'm happy that you're on the podium, I'm not as happy as I would have been last year.
No, cheers, mate.
No worries. Cheers for coming, Mr. Berkey. How are we? Yeah, I thought you might be. Thought that was good. Again, you were 5 positions. Yeah, so you started 5 positions further down than where you finished. So that's a good try for yourself. First podium, first win. Excellent, congratulations. Uh, yeah, it was good to watch. I caught a few bits. I wasn't sure whether Nat was going to come back out and challenge because he took off from the start and he was miles ahead. Then he got the 3 second time penalty, so I was like, will he come out? Then he pitted and yeah, yeah. It's sometimes it takes the pressure off, doesn't it? Knowing it's there. So did you pit under the safety car at the start? Yeah, 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 yes. Yeah, one more lap and he'd have been there, wouldn't he? Yeah, Wookie was rapid. He was catching. He was catching, and
Yeah, no, I
the
appreciate that.
deltas were coming down. But no, congratulations on the podium, bud. Yeah, it was good to have you here, and good to have you on the win. So first of many, I'm assuming. Excellent. I'll hopefully speak to you next week then. Excellent. Catch you then, bud. Cheers. So that is it. That brings us to the end of the stream. Thanks for joining us. I've been CDR Nerfback, and I will catch you next week. As I said, we are in Azerbaijan. So catch you all on Sunday, but I'll see you on track on Friday. Cheers, guys.